Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us here for KREM 2 News at 6. I'm Whitney Ward.
Welcome, everyone. I'm Mark Hanrahan. We start with a developing story out of Gonzaga. As we have first announced yesterday, longtime athletic director Mike Roth is retiring. Well, today he made it official in person, effective on August 31st.
So Brenna Green is joining us live from Gonzaga tonight to talk about what ended up being a very busy day for Gonzaga Athletics. Hi, Brenna.
Hi, Mark and Whitney. There were a lot of emotions for Mike Roth today at his retirement press conference, but the prevailing one was easy to identify: happiness.
It feels great. I'll be really honest with you.
Mike Roth is ready to transition to the next phase of his life, but there's another reason why Tuesday was so good for him.
Our future is great, and that makes me feel so good when I've literally put in half of my life here.
Gonzaga announced at Mike Roth's press conference that Deputy AD, GU alum, and Spokane native Chris Standiford will take over as athletic director once Roth steps down. Originally, if Roth had his way, he would have retired sooner, as he went to Thane McCullough in January of 2020 before the pandemic began, and said he was ready to move on.
I'm really happy that Dr. McCullough had that crystal ball and talked me into it, and now I'm happy to be able to step away and just go and be Mike Roth instead of being Mike Roth, the athletic director.
Roth is going out on a high in arguably Gonzaga's most successful athletic year to date. When asked if this was Gonzaga's best year athletically, Roth said every year is the best year.
It's rarely just about the wins. It's more about the young people that we get to see succeed and then be ready to move on to whatever that next phase is. What Gonzaga does for students. I even may be talking to one right now.
Roth will stick around with Gonzaga Athletics in a new role supporting programs and growing the program as a whole. That didn't stop him, though, from being very reflective on his experience over the past 34 years within GU.
I'm so thankful to so many people. I can't thank them all, or yeah, I can thank them all, but we might be here for a couple hours. And that's the message, is just gratitude. If what I did as athletic director had a positive impact on even just one person, then I was successful. And hopefully it was more than one. And it wasn't because I was trying to make an impact as much as I was just trying to do the right thing.
I'm joined now by Karthik Venkatraman. During that piece, Mike Roth alluded to it. I am an alum. I think I can speak for so many alums. Even if they just found out about Gonzaga originally through basketball, Mike Roth has impacted so many lives, even outside of athletics during his career. And I think so many alums have a big thank you to say to him.
Yeah, for sure. He's definitely had a big impact, but as he steps down, another guy's getting ready to come in. GU announced the successor for Gonzaga Athletics today. That's going to be Deputy Athletic Director Chris Standiford is going to move into that position effective August 31st. He's been with the school for a long time. Spokane native, 30 years. Spokane native. He's a Gonzaga alum. We talked to him today and other notable figures. All parties involved are very excited for him to take over at the helm at GU.
It's awesome. It's just, it's thrilling, I think would be the word I would use.
Gonzaga has a new athletic director, Chris Standiford, who has worked at GU since 1993 and most recently as Deputy Athletic Director since 2015, will lead the athletic department into the future. His focus is on making incremental improvements and preparing for changes in name, image, likeness monetization for athletes and recruiting.
We just need to be, and we are, preparing for that, for the eventuality of these rules to be known to us, and be able to make sure that where other people see challenge, we find opportunity, and that we continue to grow and really move forward in a way that advantages us even more in the landscape.
Women's basketball coach Lisa Fortier and President Thane McCullough are excited for what Standiford brings to the table.
He's got a good pulse on what's happening out there, and he's very current and relevant.
He understands clearly how to work together with them to achieve their objectives. So they're very, very positive about and confident, I think, about how this change will actually be a great next phase for Gonzaga Athletics.
As for Standiford, he's thrilled to continue being a leader for his alma mater's athletic programs. He wants to take Gonzaga to even higher heights.
This just feels like I'm just blessed and thankful that I get to continue to do what we've been doing with an amazing group of people that are super talented and give me a ton of confidence.
Standiford's very excited to take on his new role. Once again, August 31st is when he will do that, when Roth officially steps down.
Reporting at Gonzaga University, I'm Brenna Green. He's Karthik Venkatraman, KREM 2 Sports.
All right, both of you, thank you very much. All right, let's talk weather now. After kind of a cool start to the week, temperatures rebounding into the 70s nicely today.
Quite nice today. Let's get straight to Chief Meteorologist Tom Sherry in the Outdoor Weather Center. Tom, it looks like the sun is shining and you're enjoying yourself out there.
Yeah, this worked out. We talked about how yesterday when I was forecasting today, I talked about how all the cloud cover would be throughout the day, and then in the afternoon, the computer models had it clearing out in the mid to late afternoon hours. That's exactly what has happened. It's absolutely beautiful out here. Right now, we're at 71 degrees, as you can see. It's nice, though, with the winds being so calm. This is probably just the perfect part of the day going on right now. We are tracking some rain showers down to the south of us in southeastern Washington, portions of the lower Palouse, southern areas of the Palouse, also some showers up in northeastern Washington. And we think we're going to see a lot more of this rain move in late Wednesday night after 11 p.m., mostly in northern Idaho and western Montana. A little bit later on in the broadcast, I'll show you the future tracker computer models. Pretty interesting, so I hope you stick around for that. But again, there you can see the showers that we've been tracking to the north of Spokane. All in all, looking pretty darn good. I've got a few showers, but those again are to the north of us right now and the south. We'll look for 50 degrees for the overnight low, 70 the expected high tomorrow, with some showers possible, maybe in the morning hours, but a better chance of it late tomorrow evening. For the weekend, wow, beginning to warm up. Talking about temperatures hitting 77 on Saturday and 82 on Sunday. So any rain we get in the forest between now and the weekend is a great thing, and I do think we'll see some. I'll have a look at your 10-day forecast coming up in a few minutes.
All right, Tom, we'll talk to you then. Thank you very much. Today, Washington State Lottery chose its first vaccine lottery winners. There's a lot up for grabs, including a cash payout.
Yes, most people who have gotten at least one dose of the COVID vaccine are eligible. So we know that there have already been 2 drawings today alone. One is for residents 18 years or older. They had a chance to win $250,000. The second drawing was for kids between the ages of 12 and 17, and they are eligible to win 1 year of college tuition.
There will be 4 other drawings. They are June 15th, 22nd, and 29th. There will also be drawings for Alaska Airlines vouchers, tickets to sporting events, and game consoles. On July 13th, the state will hold a drawing for $1 million.
Very nice. Now, we have received a lot of questions about how this lottery is actually going to work.
Residents are automatically entered into the drawing if they've had at least 1 COVID-19 vaccination and are in the State Department of Health vaccine database. So residents must also be in the system by 11:59 p.m. the Sunday before the drawing date to be included in that week's lottery. That means if you are getting your first vaccine today, you are unfortunately not eligible for this week's drawing. The state lottery will use its computer-generated numbers to select the winners for 400 prizes over the course of the next 4 weeks. Each week, the selected numbers will head back to the DOH to be matched, and if you're one of the lucky few, you'll have 72 hours to respond after state officials contact you.
Odds for this are much better and likely for somebody to win than it is in any other game, just because of the volume of prizes that are being awarded.
So right now, winners could be contacted up to 2 days after the drawing, so just keep your phones handy. You never know if you might just be one of those lucky winners.
For more information on Washington's vaccine lottery drawing today, just text the word lottery to 509-448-2000. Well, for the last 2 decades, Gonzaga has been riding a wave of success within their athletics programs department. And much of that can be attributed to Mike Roth. We'll take a look back on the impressive career he had at GU. Stay with us. We're back after this.